So let me talk to you about the power of networking. 75% of all gigs, all jobs come through referrals. I'll tell you in my life, and I don't know in your life, have you ever received a call from, "Hi Hank, I'm a total stranger, I've never met you before and I want to do business with you"? It doesn't happen. And so many people send boxes to strangers saying, "Hey, I want to work with you," when the best way to develop new business is through relationships. And here's the other thing, even in this economy, 70% of all jobs come from networking and from referrals. It's not from monster.com. There are jobs there all the time, and what happens is that people send out those job leads to people who are networkers, because they know now if they post a job lead somewhere, they're going to get hundreds of emails from people that aren't qualified, so it goes out through word of mouth. Why network? Well, the first thing is financial currency. And you know, there's a lot of expressions. Your network is equal to your net worth, not your self-worth. There's a big difference. And the opposite of networking is not working. So it leads to a revenue stream. People get that. It's money, money, money. My daughter would kill me if she knew I was singing. That's not really singing. But the other thing is, we need patience. This takes a long time. It could take you 9 months, 18 months. But we want the immediate gratification. That's what we want, immediate gratification, and that's the problem. The other thing is networking makes you smarter. You know, when I was dumb, I used to sit in an office and a networking event would come up and I go, "I've got too much work to do. I've got too many emails." Well, when are you not going to have too much work to do? When are you never going to have, when you're going to have not enough emails and all that kind of stuff? If you go out and you network, you're going to be able to meet people, you're going to be able to get smarter, you're going to be able to listen to presentations, webinars, whatever it is, and that's going to provide more added value for you. You're going to be the go-to person within a company. The other thing is networking saves you time and makes you more productive. A lot of people go, "Well, Hank, how can that be? I have to go to a networking event, it takes me an hour to get there and back, an hour at the event." And I kind of compare this to, my kids who might not be networking that much. And a client can call me and say, "Well, we want to use some celebrity talent in that spot. How do we do that, Hank?" And my daughter may go on the internet, but I can call a guy like John Capano and go, "John, you used to work at William Morris for 8 years, didn't you?" He goes, "Yeah, how do I do that?" And he tells me. And when I go back to my client, I go, "Hey, here's how we do it. Am I credible? Yeah, I just talked to somebody who worked at William Morris." So you could be on the internet trying to find out how to use celebrity talent, or you can have a network. And I know people that can do websites, I know people that can shoot video, I know people that are living shrunken whites, I know people that can get you anything done through my network. The other thing about networking, it leads to social currency. And people go, "Hank, I don't know if I get that. I get the financial currency, but social currency?" Well, that comes with the understanding that money isn't meaning, and success is not significance. That's one thing about this recession that we've learned. Those $300 sunglasses and those $700 purses don't mean that much. And when people are in various stages of their life, whether they're working or not working or in transition, what's the most important thing to you? The $300 sunglasses or that network of people around you? And do you ever notice that people with a lot of social currency, they often have a lot of financial currency. They mentor, they're involved in philanthropy, and they tend to go hand in hand, social currency and financial currency. The other thing I'd say when I teach at Chapman and other schools is that, networking is career insurance. It's absolutely true. The world has changed. About 5 or 6 years ago, there was an article OC Register that said if you're 30 years old, your chances of getting fired in the next 20 years are 90%. Well, the recession has proved that. So you have to network internally so you're known and your added value is known. The other thing is really, really important is in terms of networking internally is that we don't know each other anymore. We do not know each other anymore because of emails and queues. Just think, if you work in a big corporate office, do you know the people next to you? Do you know what they do? Do you know what's important in their lives? So it's important to network internally. There was a great story on NPR a few years ago about 2 guys that worked with a financial service company for 3 years. And they said, one day they said, "Where are you? On the West Coast?" He said, "Yeah." And he says, "Modesto?" "No." "Southern California?" "Emmett?" "No." "I work in Irvine." "No way." He goes, what street? Michelson. They worked beside each other 60 feet apart for 3 years and never knew each other. So network internally. Every week go have lunch with a different person. That's how you're going to be more known internally. So those are the benefits of networking. Financial currency, social currency. It makes you smarter, makes you productive, but you have to network internally. Remember that.